We're going live. Yosef, we are live. Shabbat Shalom.
Hello.
Shavua Tov. What's going on, man?
Shabbat.
How was your Shabbos?
Good.
Yeah?
Good. How are you doing? This time
I'm
we're not
great,
in
thank
person.
God. First of all, I want to thank you for coming in last weekend for a live Havdalah where we could actually be standing side by side with each other in Vermont, which was beautiful.
Yeah.
But now you're back in Israel, and we're still stuck here in Chutz La'aretz. How was Shabbos?
It was really nice. It's interesting. When I came back to America, I was like jet lagged, and then when I came back here, I wasn't. And then I
Ooh,
told that to somebody because I was confused about it, and then they said it's probably because I wasn't in America for enough time to even get used to it.
mm-hmm.
So
I thought you were going to give me a more spiritual explanation, like you only get jet lag, in Galut, in diaspora. When you're in Israel, you got those spiritual rays that you're soaking in. You know,
that's what I meant to say.
That's what
you
you
just
meant.
Translated it for me.
That's good. And you had Shabbos with your brother, I hear.
Yeah, I had Shabbat. We also did this past Thursday night, did a musical meditation, which was really nice.
Awesome.
Planning on doing another one this coming Thursday night. So getting a lot of those in a different place in Jerusalem.
Well, tell us where in Yerushalayim is your next musical meditation?
Doing Nachlaot. Before it was in Talbia. This one's going to be in Nachlaot, next to the Shuk area.
Beautiful. And, that's convenient.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. Yeah, not too far from me.
Yeah. All right, let's light it up, guys. It's time for Havdalah. Hope you all had a beautiful Shabbos.
Okay.
And I will say also, we had a rocking minyan today at MGE. The weather was absolutely beautiful. We had Chazan Benny with Chazan Yair. And then this other dude showed up. I'm not kidding you, Yosef. I've never heard a voice like this. Booming operatic voice. The guy's like 6'4". Turns out he's from Yerushalayim and he's on the west side. He just came to daven with us. We had him for lunch. What a crazy voice. So we had some really good singing going on at MGE today. And, it was Truma, it was Tetzaveh. We talked a little about how we want to have things happening in our lives. We want to fulfill the mitzvah because of nidvat libo, because it's something we want emotionally from our heart. That's truma. But then I said that there are things that we do even we don't feel like it because there's tetzaveh. We have a relationship of mitzuva v'osa that God commands us, and how important it is in all of our relationships in life to have a little of a combination of where we do things because we want, and then what happens when you're not in the mood? You still show up and you still follow through because of a sense of responsibility and commitment. And that was really the Mishkan, if you think about it. Because the Mishkan, most of the items were contributed voluntarily, like Nidvat Libo, because people felt like it. But there was one thing that was dedicated to the Mishkan that came about because every Jew had to give a half shekel, whether they felt like it or not. And that was towards the sockets. The sockets that held the whole thing together, they were supplied through a mandatory tax that everyone had to give, no matter whether they felt like it or not. And I think that's a really important balance to have in life, where we're doing things not only because we love it and we feel like it, but also we feel a sense of commitment and responsibility. But you can't have one or the other. Like if you're only doing things because you have to all the time, that's not cool either. You need to want it. You need to have a desire for a relationship, but relationships cannot continue and be sustained on desire alone. There also has to be a commitment, and that's what we talked about today at MGE.
It's a good topic.
If you have any songs that relate to that, Nidvat Libo, because we want it, but at the same time, we feel committed. So how much do you want this Havdalah right now? How much are we doing it because, we're just in the mood? Or how much are we doing it because we know Shabbos is out and we've got to mark that time by saying Havdalah? So I think it depends on the Saturday night. Sometimes you're in the mood.
Depends how late.
What's
Depends on
that?
Shkia. Depends on Shkia. Sunset, and
Well, what about for you? It's
when Shabbat
1:30.
is later.
It's 1:30 in the morning for you. So do you feel like doing this?
And I think now it's still okay. It's going to get harder and harder.
Right.
And I'm going to have to tap in more and more to Parsha Tetzaveh for that.
Yeah, because to say Havdalah at 2 in the morning, I don't know how much truma there is, how much midvat libo. It's going to be more tetzaveh. Good point.
Right.
All right, let's do it. Let's light it up, guys. Light your Havdalah candles.
Do it.
Let's get some wine.
Just something else also.
Yeah.
I was thinking about based off of what you said. And then I wasn't really sure. I was thinking that like what's the reason why, you would do something because somebody is commanding you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking that like the depth of the reason also has to do with a certain level of humility. That when you have a certain level of emunah, that the person who's commanding you to do something knows what's best for you and knows what's going on. So then you trust in what they're saying. But then I was thinking that maybe that's not the only reason, because I guess when it comes to relationships, that somebody tells you to do something, even if you don't think it's smart what they're saying, you're still, you still might do it if they want you to do something, and that also has to do with just like the commitment. So
yeah,
I'm thinking that there are both of these qualities. One is that you have a certain level of trust in what they're saying, that they know it's best for you, and then the other one is that's part of being, I guess, in a relationship.
And it's part of our relationship with Hashem to have what's called in Hebrew bitachon, because if you're not feeling it and God's commanding you to do it, what's going to motivate you to do it, even though you're not feeling it? It's because you trust that God knows more and cares enough about us to make sure that we do the things He thinks are important for us in life, even if we don't always see it. It's like a parent. How many times did your mother and I tell you to do something, and you're like, but you don't feel it, but you know it's coming from the right place,
from a higher source,
a higher wisdom? Correct. Beautiful. All right, let's make some Havdalah, shall we? Let's go for it, man.
Let's do it. Adonai Tivos, Manu Miskabana Hevatala. Tonight, simple. Treasure, Botea, Adonai Yoshia. Amelech Yaneinu V'Yom Korei. Light who did all together. Yehudi. I'm so You're very beautiful. It's a song in your car, can't hear you. Cause you should say so. The shame I don't know, cause
I Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. I melech haolam borei. I pirei agafen. I Baruch atah Eloheinu. I melech haolam borei. I meinei besamim.
Amen.
Thank you. I Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. I melech haolam borei. I meyorei hamahawei. I Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. I melech haolam. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol ben or lechoshen. I ben Yisrael u'amavamim. Ben yom hashvi l'sheish yisimei hamaseh. Baruch atah Adonai Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Shavua Tov.
I would also like to thank my roommates for allowing me to play right now.
Are they up?
Probably now.
Oh,
No, but they they were like somewhat sleeping. I asked them and said
you asked them.
I could go downstairs.
Please, on behalf of the Manhattan Jewish Experience and the entire people of the United States of America, all of the Jews listening to this Havdalah throughout the world, we want to thank Yosef's roommates for letting him do this. Thank you. Please express our gratitude and our apology for keeping him up. Maybe you can talk getting rid of this 7-hour, time difference. Maybe they can do something about that next week.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Just get.
It was actually funny. This other, this woman in Nachlaot. So, she's she likes to like talk a lot. She doesn't always have boundaries in what she says. And she like was just like screaming, like she said, to somebody like this like mother and a kid, like I made the sun. I don't know why she's not like and then the mother like had like a really just great and like nice quick response. She was like, "Thank you very much." Just like walked with their kid. So that just reminded me of
that. Well, your roommates are very tolerant, and tell them that they can participate a little in this mitzvah, being mazakir people, hurting people, sell it together. I thank you. Everyone should have a beautiful week, rather. And I want to mention that I'm doing on Monday night at 8:00. I will be teaching a class on the Jewish unique view on sexuality. I did a 3-week series called Drug, Sex, and Rock and Roll, a Torah Perspective, and we're having the last topic, sex, this week at 8:00. Torah's unique view on intimacy is really, really powerful. So if you want to come in here, that'll be 8:00 at MJE. And here on Facebook Live, 8:00 on Tuesday night, I'm going to be interviewing Sivan Rachav Meir. Remember Sivan Rachav Meir? She's a correspondent and journalist in Israel, very successful, amazing also Torah scholar as well. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Anybody wants to come in on that, our podcast on strong Jewish women leaders. That's our little trifecta now. But I thank you guys for coming on. Yosef, thanks, man.
My pleasure. And it's really cool that you're interviewing. Next time. She's really big in Israel.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we need to hear some of her great wisdom. We're looking forward to that. Yeah.
Cool.
Shavua Tov. I know you don't want
to. Shavua Tov, everybody.
Shavua Tov. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you, Yosef. Have a beautiful and blessed week, everyone.
Yes.
Shavua Tov.